The servant opened it. Who are you?
I'm a stranger. I haven't any money or food. I'm tired and hungry. Please help me.
I'll give you some bread, but then you must go away. Now go, you can stay here.
No, please, help me. I will die.
You won't die. Who are you? Hannah. Who is this woman? I don't know. I tell her to go away, but she's still here. Now go away. No, Hannah, she can't go away. She's ill and needs our help. Come inside. Mr. Rochester wanted to find her. She wanted to start again. St. John gave her some food and took her to a bedroom where she slept for a long time. After a few days, she felt better and was able to talk to her kind new friends. Their names were Diana and Mary Rivers.
What is your name?
My name is Jane Elliot.
She looks ill.
Let's give her something to eat.
And something to drink. I prepare some food. How are you, Jane? How do you feel now?
I feel better. What are your names?
My name is Mary Rivers and she is my sister Diana.
We are St. John's sisters.
My brother is always serious
And he doesn't often laugh or smile. Don't worry.
He's planning to go India to work.
Oh, thank you for your kindness. I have no family. My both parents are dead. I was in law school for 6 years and then I got a job with a family, but I have to leave sadly. I didn't do anything. Please believe me.
Don't talk now. You are tired. You will want a new job now.
Yes, as soon as possible.
Good. I will help you.
Thank you.
A month later, Diana and Mary left their home to work.
Where are you going?
We are going to go to the south of England.
To work as teachers.
I am going to work in a school near the St. John's Church.
He enjoyed her job. He lived in a very small house near the school. In her free times, he read and painted some pictures. Sometimes St. John visited him in the evenings. But in the evening there was a knock on the door. It was St. John.
When can you come? Is there bad news? Are your sisters alright?
Don't worry, there is no bad news. Mary and Diana are both well.
How strange he is.
I know your story. I know about your parents and Mrs. Reed. I know about law school. I know about Fortin Paul and Mr. Rochester. I also know about Mr. Rochester's wife. So now I know why you come here without any money. I know why you left Fortin Paul. Mr. Rochester must be a very bad man.
Oh no, he isn't.
I have had a letter from a man in London, Mr. Briggs. He wants to find you. He asks about Jane Eyre. You call yourself Jane Elliot, but I know that your real name is Jane Eyre. Look.
Did Mr. Ring say anything about Mr. Rochester?
Mr. Briggs doesn't know anything about your Mr. Rochester. He wrote to me about your uncle, Mr. Eyre, from Madeira. Your uncle is dead. He has left you all his money. You are a very rich young woman.
I can't understand. Why did Mr. Briggs write to you?
Because Mr. Eyre of Madeira was also our uncle. He was my mother's brother. When he died, he left all his money to you, Jane Eyre.
Then you, Diana and Mary, are my cousins. This is wonderful news. Our uncle's money is all for us. Diana and Mary can come home. We will be very happy together.
Just before Christmas, Diana and Mary came home. She worked hard to make their old house comfortable.
Diana and Mary will like it. But what about St. John? He's like a stone, hard and cold. He's pleased to see her sisters, but he still doesn't look happy.
Jane, I am going to India in 6 weeks and I want you to come with me.
As your helper, I don't think.
No, not as my helper, as my wife, so that we can work together in India. There are poor people there. They need our help.
I can go to India. I'm not like you. I don't know how to help people there.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I will tell you what you do and you quickly learn. You always work hard in the school village and you will work hard in India too.
Perhaps I can go as your helper, but I must be free. I can't marry you. You are like my brother.
That's not possible. I want you to be my wife. I don't want you to marry another man. I want you to stay with me, to work with me until we die.
She felt cold and sad. She remembered her love of Mr. Rochester and the way he always spoke to her. St. John was different. He wanted to marry with him, but I knew he didn't not to love Jane. He wanted to help him, but not to marry him. He was a good man, but he didn't not love him. He didn't know what to say to him.
Jane, I am going away for 2 weeks. When I come back, I want your answer. I hope you will decide to marry me. You can't stay here doing nothing.
No, let's go back home. Jane! Where are you? I must go and find him.
The next day, she went to look for Mr. Rochester. After a long journey, she arrived at Thornton Hall. She walked for the last 2 miles to the house. She was excited. She was hurrying to see her old home again. The trees were the same, the road was the same. She arrived at the house and stopped, and stood and laughed. It was terrible. Where was Thornton Hall, my beautiful home? No one could live here now. Now she understood why Mr. Fairfax never answered her letters. The bars of the walls were still standing, but the windows were empty and dark, and there was no roof. The grass was long, and there were no flowers in the garden. The broken walls of the hall were black and silent. The only sounds were the birds and the wind. Where was Mr. Fairfax now? Where was the little Adele? And where was Mr. Rochester? She hurried to the village to find out. She asked a man and the village to tell her about Thornton Hall.
Hi. What did it happen?
The people say that Mr. Rochester's wife started the fire in the attic. Mr. Rochester was in the house, but Mr. Fairfax was staying with her friends, and Adele was in the school.
Tell me about the fire.
Mr. Rochester got all the servants. She wanted to save her wife, but she could do nothing.
Oh, and did she die?
Yes, she died immediately. Mr. Rochester was very early. She arrived there just before dark. As she got near the house, the front of door opened and a man came out. I knew at once it was Mr. Rochester, but he was different now. He was still tall and strong, and his hair was still black, but his face looked sad, and he could not walk without help. At last he turned and went sadly back into the house. The servant, Mary, who answered the door, knew me at once. She was very surprised to see her. I told her that I knew all about Mr. Rochester and the fire and Thornton Hall.
Who's there?
Tell Mr. Rochester that he has a visitor, but don't tell him who it is.
He won't see you, Miss Jane. He won't see anybody.
Excuse me. Who's there? Is that you, Mary? Answer me. What's happening? Do you want some water? Who's there? Tell me. Mary knows me. I only came this evening. Jane? Is that you, Jane? Is it really you, Jane? Yes, I'm so happy to be here. I will never leave you alone. But Jane, where did you go? Why did you leave Thornton Hall? You know why I left. But now, things are different. I have 3 cousins and I am a rich woman.
You not need me now, but will you really stay with me?
Yes, of course I will.
But you are young. I am blind now and I can't do anything. You won't want to marry me. Jane, I can ask you again. Now, will you marry me?
Of course I will.